You're about to watch a video that's an excerpt of one of my online courses, free sample if you will. If you enjoy it, please get in touch, dan@brojo.org, and let me know what you think. Let's have a look now at the kind of traits that psychopaths have that we can transfer into helpful practices for ourselves. Ruthlessness. Now, in psychopaths, this often ends in people being crushed, but we can have a look at this as zero tolerance for accepting harm from other people, a kind of defending your values to the death, defending your loved ones to the death, an ability to put aside all compassion and all empathy when necessary to make sure the right thing gets done for everyone's long-term benefit. Narcissism. While being obsessed with yourself and seeing yourself as better than everyone else isn't necessarily healthy, being self-confident is. Putting your own needs first so that you're a very strong and healthy person before you start taking care of others is actually in everyone's best interests. And prioritizing your integrity over other people's feelings will allow you to maintain your core values even when other people disagree. Bravery. Now, in psychopaths, this is really just fearlessness, but for people like us, it's going to be more about rational risk-taking. We're going to face our fears. We're going to do things we're uncomfortable doing once we've calculated that they are indeed the right thing to do and it's actually more harmful not to do them. Psychopaths are aggressive, but we're going to tune that down into assertiveness. So aggression is trying to dominate other people. Assertiveness is just preventing other people from dominating you. It's standing up for what you need to stand up for when the time comes. Grandiosity, an important sense of self. We're going to turn that into optimism about your problem-solving skills. I've often seen psychopaths escape from prison, and the thing that makes it possible for them to escape is that they are looking for a way out where everybody else thinks, oh, this is impossible. And because they're looking for that way out, they find it. Now, in this course, we're not looking at escaping from prison, literally, but we are looking at escaping from the walls that you've placed around yourself by thinking there is no solution here. There is always a solution, and we want to have that kind of psychopathic optimism. Coolness under pressure. Now, for psychopaths, this is because they have such a low affect, such a low emotional range. For the rest of us, we've got wild emotions going up and down, so this is going to be more about emotional regulation. Right? We're going to learn how to manage our response to our emotions rather than just being swept away by them. Complete absence of self-doubt. High self-confidence, you might call it. Now, we might still have our self-doubt, but we're going to look at everything being a gift. What we're going to do instead of reacting to self-doubt with timidity or giving up, we're going to try and learn from every experience so that there is no such thing as a loss. We either succeeded the way we hoped or we learned something helpful and became more likely to succeed later. We're going to keep backing ourselves to do things that we're scared of doing, things that we doubt, things that we're worried won't go well, so that we at least learn from them. Present and stress-free, unconcerned about the future or the past. We're going to learn from psychopaths here by becoming fact-based. We're not going to dwell and worry about things that have happened or may happen in the future. Rather, we're going to look at what is happening and what's the best thing to do with that information. We're going to constantly try and bring ourselves back to that present moment. Psychopaths are charming. This is often manipulative and deceptive and designed to take things from people. We're going to look more at powerful honesty. We're going to look at being charming in our transparency, in our boldness, and in our directness. We're going to stand out in that way, which may be polarizing. To have a sense of humor that will come from being more present focused and worrying less. And overall, psychopaths are hedonistic, right? They're trying to do things that feel good all the time. And we're going to translate this into goal-oriented in order to enjoy your long-term quality of life. We're going to look at making decisions with an eye on the future and how our future self is going to be affected by those decisions so that we can enjoy our life as much as possible, rather than the short-term instant gratification that plagues most psychopaths. So the whole package, when you sort of run these traits through a healthy filter, is you end up with someone who's got balanced self-improvement happening, they're focused on themselves, they're disciplined, and that makes them a better person for everyone else.